cannot even begin to explain my confusion. I was disturbed at dawn by the court's law enforcement, accusing me of being involved with witchcraft. This is nonsense. I work from when the sun comes up to when it sets.
Dear Mum and Dad, I would like to inform you that I've been faced with a difficult decision. I've been accused of witchcraft.
I'm innocent. At court, Abigail Williams is my friend. Kept saying that I was trying to possess me. It was all lies. I don't know how everyone can believe them like hysteria. I wonder how many others will come Should I confess and ruin my reputation but live, or stay true to myself but be condemned? I have to spend the night in jail.
I went to court last Monday. My father was the judge, and he let me watch. In fact, he wanted me to watch. He wanted me to learn so I could take his place one day. There were some witches on trial. My father said they didn't deserve a trial. They should go straight to the gallows. He also said that sometimes a witch confessed and told on other witches in the town, and even promised to become Christian again. These witches were absolved of their crimes and set free. Most of the witches on trial were taken away to be hanged. Father said they deserved it for lying about not being witches. I feel bad for them, because it really does seem like they were innocent. I told Father this, and he said they have the power of the devil on their side, so they can sound very convincing. But if you follow the light of God, you can escape their grasp and fight against them. I told him that Goody Smith was my teacher at school. She always seemed nice. He said witches always seem nice. It's their disguise. I kept quiet. I went to bed thinking about everything. Someone accused my best friend's mother of being a witch, but I hope she'll be fine. I heard Mother and Father talking about the case. It seems that he will be the judge for her trial. I wonder what he'll do.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Professor Whatever You Want It to Be. Welcome to the Mix Up Theatre Showcase. We shall present the findings of the Crucible by Arthur Miller. This will include short films, themes from the play, and look at modern witch hunts. Please switch off your phones and enjoy the show.
1. The letters.
Dear Mother and Father, the reason of this letter is to tell you that I have been accused of witchcraft. I have a related problem though. If I am to tell them the truth, that I am no witch, then they might slaughter me. But if I am to lie, which I do not like to do, then I may live, but be known as a witch. Please give advice on this matter. Every day now I hear the words witch, witches, or witchcraft. Many of my friends are in the same position as me. We are all awfully confused, worried, and not knowing what is next for us. I shall now tell you why we are all in this big mix-up. Me and my friends were just walking through the dusty but welcoming town when we all looked over at a young boy making a small fire. When it all happened ever so suddenly. It went crackle, then suddenly exploded. It burnt the young boy badly. There were many people around to witness what had just happened. Many of them accused me and my friends of causing this to happen. As I have said, we are all worried and not knowing for the future. Please give your advice, your daughter Mary.
I knew it was her. I knew it. My sister. She said Jack was in the woods. He made them dance. Apparently, he had the head of a goat. Half man, half beast. What nonsense! I don't understand why my father believes her. I don't understand why he believes any of them. I get the feeling that my mother understands, but she keeps quiet. I guess she just doesn't want to start a scandal. That would shake up the town if it turns out that the judge's daughter was lying. Jack is my friend, and now he's been accused. I don't know what to do. I will meet him today. But, I want to help, but how can I? I'm just a boy. Jack does have a history of getting into trouble, but witchcraft, where has this come from? I want to clear his name. And if I survive, I won't stop fighting for justice in this town.
Known for his pale white skin, Jack lived here over 300 years ago. He was accused of being involved in witchcraft by another group of children. Jack was found hiding in the forest and hung from the tree they found him at. He was 17 years old. It is said his ghost still walks these woods.
If I survive, I will not stop fighting for justice this time.
This is the spot.
This is the spot.
You know who died here? Hundreds of years ago.
Died.
The White Jack. He was allies with witches. He conjured up black magic.
Witches? Magic?
Yeah. And he was caught. He was exposed. He was caught in the act. And you know what happened to him?
That's
His ghost is still here to this very day.
yeah. Zach, wait!
I will not stop fighting for justice in this town.
Zach! Zach! What? Are you right, Jack? Wait, Jack! Where's it? He's got there! He's got there! Hey, Jack.
You said anything to your dad yet?
He doesn't listen to me.
Well, you have to tell him that all the stuff your sister's saying is wrong.
But he just
Listen here, Joseph. If you don't sort this out, they will hang me for something I never did.
I know, but I just can't.
Just come back to me tomorrow
I don't know what to do. I'll try my best.
and bring food.
If I survive, I will not stop fighting for justice in this town. I will not stop fighting for justice in this town.
Hello?
Jack the White was not a witch. He was my friend. Clear his name.
I will not stop fighting for justice in this town.
On 20th July 2020, evidence was finally found to prove that Jack was innocent. His name was cleared, and justice prevailed. His spirit lies at peace, as does that of his friend, Joseph Goodman.
How do you spend £8 on a mobile game? It's a mobile game.
Good fun.
You'll be done with it in a month. It's a mobile game.
Hi.
What's up with you?
Oh no, it's nothing.
Your head's always in the clouds these days. What is it?
It's just, I keep having this strange dream.
What dream?
It's about this girl and she...
What dream about girls?
Is it Amy?
No, it's just...
Amanda?
Oh, it doesn't matter anyway.
No, go on, tell.
Well...
I've been waiting for you. You're the only one who can claim my name.
I don't know why I keep coming here.
Listen to me, help me. Please. You have to prove my innocence. You have to prove that I'm not a witch.
You're weird.
Well, thanks, girl.
Look, you're clearly looking at me. You need to find yourself a girlfriend. The bell's about to ring. Come on, friend.
I've got a girlfriend,
No, you don't.
idiot.
You know, you shouldn't get messed up in that kind of stuff. That's what the witches were hanged hundreds of years ago.
You don't think...
I don't know, mate. You know what I suggest?
What?
Just don't go to sleep.
Idiot?
You've got to help me. Prove I'm innocent.
Wait, who are you?
My name's Mary Goodman. You found my letter. You can help me.
But I don't even know anybody called that.
Show people the letter. Prove I'm innocent. Please help me.
Is this real? Am I dreaming?
This is the place.
Of what?
In my dream, I remember coming here. I remember that big tree.
That's a tree.
Wait, I think it's still down there. This is it. This is the letter.
What letter?
It's the letter of Mary Goodman.
Nah, you planted that there. You know I don't like that stuff.
No, serious. I saw this in my dream and I found it down there.
I didn't flaunt it.
Put it back.
No, because I want to read it.
Okay, then you can do that on your own.
Alright.
Dear Mother and Father, the reason of this letter is to tell you that I have been accused of witchcraft. I have a related problem though. If I tell the truth, that I am no witch, then they might slaughter me. But if I am to lie, which I do not prefer, then I may live, but be known as a witch. Please give advice on this matter. Every day now I hear the words witch, witches, or witchcraft. Many of my friends are in the same position as me, but we are all awfully confused, worried, and not knowing of what is next for us. Please give advice. Your daughter, Mary.
Act 2, the play.
Crime did not commit. It's impossible to prove your innocence. If you insist that you're innocent anyway, you'll likely be found guilty and executed. But if you confess, apologize, and implicate others for good measure, you'll go free. Do you give a false confession, or risk the public hanging? This was the choice facing those accused of witchcraft in the village of Salem, Massachusetts in 1692. They were the victims of paranoia about the supernatural, misdirected religious fervor, and a justice system that valued repentance over truth. Salem was settled by Puritans, a group of English Protestants. Life was strict and isolated for the people of Salem. Relations between villagers were strained. In 1692, two girls started behaving very strangely. A physician found nothing physically wrong, but diagnosed the girls as under an evil hand. Puritans believed that the devil wreaks havoc in the world through human agents or witches who tormented children. As news swept through the village, the symptoms started to spread. Accounts describe 12 or so called afflicted girls contorting their bodies, having fits, and complaining of prickling skin. The girls accused other women of tormenting them. As accusations multiplied, false confessions were made. The authorities even told one accused witch that she would be hanged if she did not confess, and freed if she did. The court accepted all kinds of dubious evidence, including so-called spectral evidence, in which the girls began raving and supposedly touched by invisible ghosts. Those who dared speak out against the trials came under suspicion. By 1693, over 100 people had been imprisoned, and 14 women and 6 men executed. Some have speculated that the girls were suffering from hallucinations caused by fungus, or a condition that caused swelling of the brain, but ultimately, the reason for their behavior is unknown. What we do know is that adults accepted wild accusations by children as hard evidence. Today, the Salem witch trials remain a cautionary tale of the dangers of groupthink, scapegoating, and the power of fear to manipulate human perception.
Act 1. The Crucible was written in 1950s by Arthur Miller.
The Crucible tells the story of the witch trials in the Salem village in America in 1692.
Although it's based on real events and real people, it's a fictional account of what happened.
Reverend Paris House, spring 1692.
Reverend Paris caught his daughter and his niece dancing in the woods.
Betty is now ill, and Paris accuses Abigail of conjuring spirits.
Uncle, the room of witchcraft is all about. I think it best you go down and deny it yourself. The parlour's packed with people, sir. I'll sit with her.
And what shall I say to them? That my daughter and my niece I discovered dancing like heathens in the forest.
Uncle, we did dance. Let you tell them I confessed it, and I'll be whipped if I must be. But they're speaking of witchcraft. Betty's not witch.
Abigail, I cannot go before the congregation knowing you've not opened with me. What were you doing with her in the forest?
We did dance, Uncle. But then you leapt out of the bush so suddenly. Betty got frightened, and then she fainted, and that's the whole of it.
Child, sit you down.
I love Betty. I would never hurt her.
Now look, child, your punishment will come in its time, but if you traffic with spirits in the forest, then I must know of it. For surely my enemies will, and they'll wound me with it.
But we never conjured spirits.
Then why can she not move herself at midnight? This child is desperate. It must come out, for my enemies will bring it out. Let me know what you've done in there, Abigail. Do you understand that I have many enemies?
I have heard of it, Uncle.
There's a faction that have sworn to drive me from my pulpit. Do you understand that?
I think so, sir.
Now, in the midst of such disruption, my own household has been discovered to be the centre of such obscene practices. Abominations are done in the
It
forest.
was sport, Uncle.
You call this sport? Abigail, if there's anything you know that may help the doctor, then for God's sake, tell it to me. I saw Tituba waving her arms over the fire when I came with you. Why was she doing that?
She always sings our Barbados songs, and we dance.
I cannot blink what I saw, for my enemies will not blink it. I thought I saw a dress lying on the grass.
A dress?
Aye, a dress. And I thought I saw someone running naked through the trees.
Naked? No one was naked. You mistake yourself, Uncle.
I saw it. Now, tell me true, Abigail, and I pray you feel the weight of truth upon you, for now my ministry is at stake. My ministry, and perhaps your cousin's life. Whatever you have done in there, give me all of it now, for I dare not be taken unaware before I go them down there.
There be no more, Uncle, I swear it.
Abigail, I've fought here 3 long years to bend these stiff-necked people to me, and now, just now when some good respect is rising from me in the parish, you compromise my very character. I've given you a home, child. I've put clothes upon your back. Now, give me an upright answer. Your name in the town, it is entirely white, is it not?
Why, I'm sure of it, Uncle. There be no blush about my name.
Abigail, is there any other reason than you have told me for you to be discharged from Goody Proctor's service? I've heard it said, and I tell you as I heard it, that she comes to the church so rarely this year, for she refuses to sit next to something so soiled. What signified that remark?
She hates me, Uncle, for she must. I would not be her slave, for she's a bitter woman, a lying, cold, snivelling woman, and I will not work for such a woman.
Act 2. John Proctor's house a week later.
The witchcraft trials are started. Elizabeth believes John could stop the trials by telling the court that Abigail is lying.
Reverend Hale arrives to question Elizabeth.
Why, Mr. Hale. Good evening.
Good evening.
Come in. Come in.
I hope I do not startle you.
No. We just don't have guests here at night. Will you sit down?
I will. You are Goodwife Proctor.
Aye, Elizabeth.
I hope that you are not off to bed yet.
No. As I said, we're not used to visitors after dark. Will you drink cider, Mr. Hale?
No, it troubles my stomach, and I have further travelling yet tonight. Sit you down, sir. I will not keep you long, but I have some business with you.
business of the court?
No, I come of my own, without the court's authority. Hear me. I know not if you are aware, but your wife's name is mentioned in the court.
Aye. Our Mary Warren told us. We're entirely amazed.
I'm a stranger in this town, as you know, and in my ignorance I find it hard to draw a clear opinion on those who come accused before the court. And so, this afternoon, and now tonight, I go from house to house. Just now I come from Rebecca Nurse's house.
Rebecca's charged.
No. However, her name is mentioned somewhat.
You will never believe, I hope, that Rebecca trafficked with the devil.
Woman, it is possible.
Surely you cannot think so, sir.
These are strange times, sir. You cannot deny it. The powers of the dark are gathered in a monstrous attack upon this village. You will agree, sir?
Sure, but I find it very hard to believe that a woman becomes a devil's bitch after 70 years of such good prayer.
Aye, but the devil is a wily one. You cannot deny it. However, she is far from accused, and I know she will not be. I thought, sir, to put some questions as to the Christian characters of this house, if you'll permit me.
Why we have no fear in question, sir?
Good then. In the book of records that Mr. Paris keeps, I know that you are rarely in church on the Sabbath day.
No, sir. You're mistaken.
26th time in 17 months, sir. I must call that rare. Will you tell me why you were so absent?
Mr. Hale, I never knew I had to account to that man for when I come to church and stay at home. My wife was sick this winter.
So I am told. But you, sir, why could you not come alone?
When I could, I did. And when I couldn't, I prayed in this house.
Your house is not a church, sir. Your theology must tell you that.
It does. And it also tells me that a minister may pray to God without golden candlesticks upon the altar.
What golden candlesticks?
Since this church was built, there used to be these pewter candlesticks upon the altar. Francis Nurse made them, and, a sweeter hand never touched the metal. Then Mr. Paris came, and then for 20 a week he preached nothing but golden candlesticks until he had them. I laboured the earth, from dusk of day till blink of night. And then when I look to the heavens, and I see my money glaring at his elbows, it hurt my prayer, sir. I tell you, it hurt my prayer. I think the man dreams cathedrals, not clapboard meeting houses.
And yet, sir, a Christian on Sabbath day must be in church. Tell me, you have 3 children, do you not?
Aye, boys.
How comes it that only 2 are baptized?
I like it not that Mr. Paris lay his hand on my child. I see no light of God in that man. I'll not conceal it.
I must say it, sir. That is not for you to decide. The man's ordained, therefore the light of God is in him.
What's your suspicion, Mr. Hale?
No, I have no...
I nailed the roof upon the church. I hung the door.
Oh, did you? Well, that's a good sign then.
Perhaps I've been too quick to judge the man. But you cannot think that we desire the destruction of religion. I think that's in your mind, is it not?
There is a softness in your record, sir. A softness.
I think maybe we've been too hard with Mr. Paris. I think so. But sure, we never loved the devil here.
Do you know your commandments, Elizabeth?
I surely do. There be no mark of blame upon my life, Mr. Hale.
And you, sir?
I'm sure I do, sir.
Will you repeat them for me?
The commandments?
Aye.
Thou shalt not kill.
Aye.
Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not Thou shalt not take the name of the Lord in vain. Thou shalt not take thy neighbour's goods, or graven any graven image. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. Thou shalt honour thy mother and father. Thou shalt remember Sabbath day and keep it holy. Thou shalt not conceal any graven image.
You have said that twice, sir.
Aye.
Adultery, John.
Yes. You see, between the two of us, we know them all. I think it's a small fault, sir.
Theology, sir, is a fortress. No crack in a fortress may be accounted small.
Mr. Hale, I tell you, we do not love the devil in this house.
Act 3.
The court scene.
John Proctor accuses the girls of lying.
Danforth, the main judge, has ordered for many women to be arrested and hanged.
Isa. She swears now that she never saw Satan, nor any spirit, vague or clear, that Satan may have sent her, and she declares her friends are lying now.
Excellency, a moment. I think this goes to the heart of the matter.
It surely does.
I cannot say he is an honest man. I know him little, but in all justice, sir, a claim so weighty will not be argued by a farmer. In God's name, sir, stop here, send him home, and let him come again with a lawyer.
Now look you, Mr. Hale.
Excellency, I've signed 72 death warrants. I'm a minister of the Lord, and I dare not take a life without there be a proof so immaculate, no slightest qualm of conscience may doubt it.
Mr. Hale, you surely do not doubt my justice.
I have, this morning, signed away the soul of Rebecca Nurse. Your Honour, I'll not conceal it. My hand shakes, yet as with a wound. I pray you, sir, this argument, let lawyers present it to you.
Mr. Hale, believe me, for a man of such terrible learning, you are most bewildered. I hope you will forgive me. I have been 32 years at the bar, sir, and I should be confounded were I called upon to defend these people. Let you consider now, and I bid you all to do likewise. In an ordinary crime, how does one defend the accused? One calls up witnesses to prove their innocence. But witchcraft is ipso facto, by its face and by its nature, an invisible crime, is it not? Therefore, who may possibly be witness to it? The witch and the victim, none other. Now, we cannot hope the witch will accuse herself, granted. Therefore, we must rely upon her victims, and they do testify, they certainly do testify. As for the witches, none will deny we are most eager for all their confessions. Therefore, what is left for a lawyer to bring out? I think I have made my points, have I not?
But if this child claims the girls are not truthful, and if they are not...
That is precisely what I am about to consider, sir. What more may you ask of me, unless you doubt my probity?
I surely do not, sir. Let you consider it, then.
And I let you put your heart to rest. Her disposition, Mr. Proctor?
I would like to...
Mr. Paris, I bid you be silent.
Ooh, that was good, wasn't it? Now, for a little bit of context, Arthur Miller wrote The Crucible in America 1950s. In response to the Cold War and Senator McCarthy, still haven't figured out how to say that, anti-communist trials, he portrayed the injustice of the time. A modern day witch hunt connects to the actual witch hunts from hundreds of years ago. Let's go take a look back to the 1950s.
Therefore, propaganda is vastly more important in democratic societies.
In recognizing a communist, physical appearance counts for nothing. If he openly declares himself to be a communist, we take his word for it. If a person consistently reads and advocates the views expressed in a communist publication, he may be a communist. If a person supports organizations which reflect communist teachings, or organizations labeled communist by the Department of Justice, she may be a communist. If a person defends the activities of communist nations while consistently attacking the domestic and foreign policy of the United States, she may be a communist. If a person does all these things over a period of time, he must be a communist. But there are other communists who don't show their real faces, who work more silently.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Abraham Lincoln here. And now today, before we get into this, I want to say a quick word from our sponsor, Coca-Cola. Don't you ever wonder, man, I really want a glass of refreshing liquid. Well, look no further, ladies and gentlemen, because here we have the miracle product, Coca-Cola. A nice refreshing glass of tasty goodness. And make sure to give your wife a notification on to get this lovely glass of Coca-Cola. You know how the women are forgetful. Now, for our favorite show tonight, I know it's mine. Hell, I think my wife is a communist!
Hello there. Sorry. Don't forget your car keys, dear. Well, thank you, wife. I hope I get the big promotion today. I'm sure you will. Alright, bye. Bye, dear.
Hey, Mommy.
I told you, you're not meant to have a slingshot. Well, you're not meant to have one for him to steal, are you?
Mommy, what's a communist?
Let's not get into that now. You'll be late for school. Don't forget your lunch boxes.
Thank you, Mummy. Bye.
Bye, dear.
Why don't you people in our house?
Bye. Well, what to do? Potters is on. I better take that one. Now, how do I work this TV box thing? I'm just a simple 1950s housewife. Hello? Mrs. Wife speaking. Why, yes? Uh-huh. Oh, I wouldn't know about that. Dancing in the woods, you say? Aye. Reading? No, I don't read. Why, yes, cookbooks and catalogues. Why? No. I certainly don't have time to defend activities of a communist nation whilst consistently attacking the domestic and foreign policies of the United States. I'm just a simple housewife. All right then. Goodbye. Mr. Balthazar, what are you doing out there?
Oh, I'm just watering my hydrangea.
silly little mind. You don't have any hydrangeas in your garden. You're in my plant pot, silly. Once again.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Let me have a look at the newspaper. Oh dear, it looks like Senator McCarthy is continuing his trials. Oh dear, he's even blacklisted playwright Arthur Miller for the new play, The Crucible. Mr. Balthazar, this is turning into a witch hunt.
Do you like plays?
Mr. Balthazar, how dare you ask what my preferences of evening entertainment? I am a married woman. Christian woman.
I didn't see you on Sunday last week. Sunday in church last week.
Well, no, little Billy was ill, so
I didn't see you the week before either.
Well, to be honest with you, Mr. Balthazar, I don't care for the new minister. It certainly didn't take him long to fill the building with golden candlesticks.
Aha, interesting.
Well, I best be off. Goodbye. Why did you do this? Creep. Well, what's she been up to?
Oh, she was on the phone and she was talking about reading and dancing and witches and Arthur Miller.
Help, I think my wife's a communist!
But Daddy, if Mommy goes to prison, who will make us sandwiches?
Oh, that Mr. Balthazar. It almost reminds me of that younger version of me. Well, that's all we have time for today. Now, remember to to drive safe, and drink Coca-Cola. Good night, everyone.
Mr. Lincoln?
Yeah?
Come with me, sir. You are under arrest for the suspicion of being a commie. Don't worry, my fellow commits. You're safe with me. Don't worry. Get up! Get up! Commits. Together, we'll take down the Americans.
Yes,
down with the Americans! Down with the Americans! Who are you, sir?
I'm Uncle Sam. I didn't hear you guys talk about nothing. I'm just not too much.
Okay, my fellow commit. He heard everything. So, what are we going to do? We have to take him out. Do you got poison? Coca-Cola. Americans love Coca-Cola. The fat idiots! So, Uncle Sam, how are you?
I thought you were American.
Oh, no, I'm just doing my comedy.
Yeah.
I'm just doing my comedy.
Yeah.
Do you want a glass of Coca-Cola?
It's very refreshing, sir.
Yeah.
Very refreshing.
The good old-fashioned American Coca-Cola?
Okay. I like Coca-Cola. Almost forgot. As a good fellow American citizen, it's good to share your beverages with your fellow Americans.
Oh, yeah. Good old America. Oh, them damn stupid Americans, he has no idea. He has no idea. He's going to die when he drinks the poisonous Coca-Cola.
Well, hell, I don't get paid enough anyway. That's all, folks.
Bodies. Really sweet boy, the bodies. And now we return to 2020, everyone's favorite year. Which one still just exist today, just take a different form. In 2020, hashtag cancel culture or hashtag woke culture has proceeded to destroy many celebrities due to past mistakes. Let's listen to a couple of sponsors, I mean gamers, in Spain and London. Part 4, cancel culture.
What you doing?
Nothing much, just casually cancelling celebrities and ruining their businesses and jeopardizing their livelihood.
What?
Yeah, it's my hobby.
Why though?
Ever since I joined the social media cancellation hive mind, aka SMCHM.
But what do you get from this?
Cancelling celebrities gives me a short rush of joy.
That's depressing.
No, it isn't. Watch me cancel Noob Slayer 69 for not being sweaty enough.
Fine.
And enter. There we go. I just cancelled him.
Did you seriously just cancel someone for not being sweaty during their first game?
Yes, I did.
Sorry, Orange Bubble XXX Contagion. Can you explain this for me? You tweeted January 2016. All you just need to chill out. Was that you?
Oh yeah, but
So you don't believe in anxiety?
no, that's.
Listen, mate, you're just cancelled. Cancelled.
Cancelled. And whilst we're on the discussion, Mr. Kamilami 42069, I decided I want to cancel him because of a certain Instagram story.
I just posted about Dunfermline, man. They matter.
Yeah, but the problem doesn't lie with the story. The song you chose was a Kanye West song. We don't allow. Kanye West is cancelled. He supports Trump. We can't have this. You're finished. You're finished. I'm not having this.
Well then, Kenny Gamer 123. Let's look at your social media. I see you've not posted about any of the recent movements for equality.
Well, I was going to, but okay, I'll do now.
Well, now you're just virtue signaling.
What?
You care more about the attention than the cause.
No, you're cancelled.
That doesn't even make any sense.
Doesn't make sense. So you're saying all white males are intellectually inferior? That's not cancelled.
Imagine if the roles were reversed.
Can we just go eat? I thought we were going to a Mexican restaurant to get some nachos.
Why is it a Mexican restaurant? Why isn't it just a restaurant?
Cancelled.
I don't know what you're talking about. What about that time you threw your plastic water bottle in the trash instead of recycled it in 2013?
Cancelled.
I'm very sorry. I just want to apologize for not throwing away my water bottle like 7 years ago. I'm sorry. I was changed to man now. So remember that.
You just made a video to get likes online, thereby taking away from the point. So you're cancelled, mate.
Guys, we shouldn't cancel each other over every single little dumb thing we say.
Oh yeah? Well, look what you did.
Oh my god, disgusting. Whoa.
I thought that video was gone.
How
could you?
Disgusting. Disgrace cancelled.
Disgusting.
Get cancelled, mate.
Not having this.
What did you actually do?
What? I can't believe it.
Do you live under a rock, or do you just not accept the truth? What he did was disgusting. You should be disgusted if you're decent human.
You should be ashamed of himself.
Disgusting.
You done insulted me yet? When I was 5, I called my dog a stupid butthead.
Whoa! Animal lives matter, alright?
Yeah.
Come on, guys, let's go to a non-gender specific, non-national, 2080 degrees, 360 no scope, non-binary, equal rights, yeah, let's go, guys! Come on! Go! What?
I have something to say.
Is this going to be another "oh look at me" video, trying to get likes and sympathy? It's too late, mate. You called your dog a stupid butthead 8 years ago. You're cancelled.
No, wait, I have another way I can tell my story.
Bye.
Song.
Alright.
Go on then.
What were you doing wrong there?
Doing a bad pirouette?
No, the other part.
I don't know.
Singing! Singing is cancelled. Cobodrills?
Oh.
Do you not realise that there's a global pandemic right now?
Is there any way I can tell my story any more way?
I guess you could dance, I don't know.
Pathetic.
How embarrassing. That is awful. You make TikTok dancers look talented, honestly.
You know, I kind of feel sorry for him.
Please help him.
I'm actually getting views from this.
Wow, Scottish people are weird.
Should we cancel them?
Fine.
Cancelled.
You know, this idea of purity and you're never compromised and you're always politically woke and all that stuff, you should get over that quickly. The world is messy. There are ambiguities.
Yep.
People who do really good stuff have flaws. People who you are fighting may love their kids and, you know, share certain things with you. And I think that one danger I see among young people, particularly on college campuses, Malia and I talk about this. Yara goes to school with my daughter. But I do get a sense sometimes now among certain young people, and this is accelerated by social media, there is this sense sometimes of the way of me making change is to be as judgmental as possible about other people. And that's enough. Like if I tweet or hashtag about how you didn't do something right or used the wrong verb, or then I can sit back and feel pretty good about myself because, man, you see how woke I was? I called you out. Let me get on TV, watch my show, watch Grownish. You know, that's not activism. That's not bringing about change. You know, if all you're doing is casting stones, you know, you're probably not going to get that far. That's easy to do.